When I am feeling anxious, overwhelmed, and overstimulated, I usually experience a combination of these symptoms: racing thoughts, sweaty, clammy hands, racing heart or heart palpitations. I'll feel jittery, difficulty concentrating. I'll forget things easily. I'll become agitated, irritated, and I'll be in fight or flight mode. Whatever environment I'm in, my main focus is usually on getting out of that environment ASAP. When I am feeling overwhelmed, anxious, overstimulated, whether I'm by myself or out in public, one thing that I almost always do is talk to myself. I talk to myself in order to ground myself. And I'll usually say something along the lines of, it's okay, you're okay, you are safe. And I'll repeat that like it's a mantra. If I'm in a public setting, I'll focus on breath work. So I'll inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4. And that's what I like to do. There are different types of breathing exercises that you can do. I like to do that because it's a quick way of regaining a sense of calm, slowing my heart rate, getting my body to relax. When I'm in a public setting, it's something I can do without it being obvious what I'm doing, right? When I'm by myself, I'll still talk to myself and I'll often quote scriptures. There have been times where in the moment I struggle to really think of a scripture that really aligns with what I'm dealing with in that moment. Sometimes I want something that's a little more specific. Sometimes in the moment, my mind is so flustered and my thoughts are all over the place that it's really difficult for me to recall a verse that I've known my whole life. So I'll pull up my phone, and I have done this. I have asked ChatGPT to give me a list of scriptures in this version on this topic. I have the Bible app on my phone, so I pull that out and I have verses highlighted. I've also done a Google search. Once I have that verse, I'll just read it, reread it, I'll pray and continue doing my breathing exercise until I've calmed down. Oftentimes, when I'm alone, I'm crying. Usually when I've reached that point, like I'm beyond just being on edge, usually there's a lot of tears, but that's okay. That is a form of release as well. So that is what I do in the moment. That is how I get from being on 10 to bringing it down to a 5 or a 6. At that point, that's where I do something like exercise, journal, meditate, call someone to vent. I also keep a variety of things in my purse that help me to cope in the moment as well. Something that I can squeeze, something that I can smell, something that I can taste. There are things that can stimulate one of your 5 senses. It helps as a distraction, but it also helps to bring a sense of calm. I don't know about you, but when I am extremely anxious, I just feel that nervous energy all throughout my body, and it makes me feel restless. That's why one of my go-tos is exercise, because it is a distraction, but it's also a release. And those of us who do experience that sensation of nervous energy, that's because our nervous system is dysregulated. And these different coping and relief techniques help to regulate our nervous system by promoting calm and relaxation.